I'm simply the latest in a line that can be traced back generations.
A new role, the steadfast devotion to duty.
Royal insiders claim Queen Camilla was left devastated after Prince William's latest statement about Princess Diana. His bold words reportedly reopened old wounds, forcing Camilla to retreat in distress. But what exactly did he say that shook the palace? And why is the monarchy in turmoil? Stay tuned to find out. The royal family is no stranger to controversy, but no one saw this coming. When Prince William publicly addressed his mother's legacy, the impact was immediate and intense. His words weren't just a passing remark, they carried weight, reigniting emotions that many thought had been buried long ago. Inside the palace, the reaction was swift. Aides scrambled as the ripple effect spread, and Queen Camilla was reportedly left deeply shaken. Royal insiders claim she was so affected by William's statement that she withdrew to her private chambers, needing time to process what had just unfolded. But what exactly did William say that had such a profound effect? Why did his words strike such an emotional chord? Not just with Camilla, but with the entire royal institution.
I can't mimic voices for love or money. I'm completely hopeless at it.
To understand this moment, we have to look at the history behind it. Diana's influence never truly left the royal family, and William's latest remarks prove just how powerful her legacy remains. The weight of the past is pressing down on the present, forcing the monarchy to confront uncomfortable truths once again. Could this be a turning point for the royals, or is it just the beginning of a much bigger storm? For years, Queen Camilla has worked to solidify her place within the royal family. But when William spoke out, it was as if the past came rushing back, undoing years of careful efforts. Reports suggest that Camilla, who has long tried to move forward from the past, was overwhelmed with emotion. The palace staff reportedly witnessed an unusually tense atmosphere. Senior aides, who are accustomed to managing royal crises, found themselves scrambling to contain the fallout. Sources claim Camilla retreated behind closed doors, visibly shaken and struggling to maintain composure.
And as you saw, he's more than happy to go down those steps and join the other children.
It's not just about her personal emotions. This situation highlights a deeper issue. Diana's name still holds immense power, and William's decision to invoke her memory in such a public way sent a message that couldn't be ignored. But what made this even more significant was how the rest of the family reacted. The tension wasn't limited to Camilla. King Charles found himself caught in an impossible position, torn between his son and his wife. Was this a calculated move by William to redefine his mother's legacy? Or was it an emotional response to years of unresolved pain? The palace was left searching for answers. Diana's influence has never truly faded. Even decades after her passing, her legacy continues to shape the monarchy. But now, with William's words bringing her name back into the spotlight, the question arises, can the royal family ever truly move past the past?
There is nothing, of course, that I can say which will fill that gap.
For Camilla, this situation is especially difficult. She has spent years carving out her role within the monarchy, working to gain public acceptance. But William's statement reminded the world of a time when Diana was the heart of the royal family, a beloved figure whose influence could not be erased. Insiders claim that Camilla's emotions weren't just about William's words, but about the broader impact on the monarchy. Diana's name still carries enormous weight, and her memory continues to shape public perception of the royal family. But the most surprising reaction came from within the palace itself. Staff members reportedly whispered that this wasn't just a simple statement, it was a shift in the balance of power. Could William's move signal a new chapter in the royal family's history? And if so, where does that leave Camilla? The answers to these questions remain unclear, but one thing is certain, Diana's legacy isn't going anywhere.
People will get fed up, and all these young feel nothing is ever happening, so of course they're going to get frustrated.
King Charles never expected his reign to be so turbulent so early on, yet he now finds himself walking a tightrope between his son and his wife. Insiders suggest that while Charles deeply respects William's devotion to Diana, he also knows the toll this is taking on Camilla. Behind closed doors, the king has reportedly held urgent discussions with senior aides, trying to contain the fallout from William's statement. The situation is delicate. Charles is not just a monarch, but a husband and a father. While his priority is maintaining stability within the royal family, this moment has exposed the cracks that still exist. Sources say that Charles was visibly strained in private meetings, knowing that his response could determine how the public perceives both his leadership and his marriage to Camilla. Adding to the pressure is the fact that William's words have struck a deep emotional chord with the public. His commitment to preserving Diana's memory has only strengthened his connection with the people, leaving Charles in an awkward position. Does he stand firmly behind his wife, or does he acknowledge the power of Diana's enduring legacy?
Relationship to what I meant to say, which is basically that it's a very great pleasure for me to come to work.
Reports suggest that Charles attempted to mediate the situation, urging Camilla to remain composed, while also advising William to be mindful of the consequences of his public statements. But William is not backing down. He is said to believe that protecting Diana's legacy is not just a personal mission, but a duty to the people who still revere her. Even within the palace, opinions are divided. Some advisors believe that William's words were necessary and reflect a changing monarchy that must embrace the past to move forward. Others, however, fear that this has reopened wounds that the royal family has tried hard to heal. The tension is undeniable. While Charles may be the reigning king, this moment proves that William's influence within the monarchy is growing. Will Charles find a way to unite his family, or is this the beginning of an internal struggle that could reshape the monarchy as we know it?
And teach the values with which we can overcome it. The example that...
The moment William's words became public, the response was overwhelming. Social media erupted with support, with thousands praising him for his unwavering loyalty to Diana. Hashtags related to Diana's legacy and William's statement began trending worldwide, with people sharing old clips of Diana's speeches, photos, and personal stories about how she impacted their lives. Many people see William as the true reflection of Diana's compassionate and fearless spirit. His willingness to speak out, even at the risk of upsetting the royal establishment, has solidified his image as a future king who is willing to stand up for what he believes in. But while public support for William surged, the reaction toward Camilla was mixed. Some sympathized with her, acknowledging that she has spent years working to establish her role within the monarchy. Others, however, saw this as proof that Diana's legacy still overshadows Camilla's presence.
I think we may have to find a secure way of helping our children.
Reigniting discussions about the past. Polls taken after William's statement showed a noticeable spike in his approval rating. Royal watchers noted that this was a defining moment, one that demonstrated just how deeply the public still connects with Diana's memory. Some experts believe that this could mark a shift in how the royal family positions itself in the future. But not everyone within the monarchy is pleased with this development. Some senior royals and advisors fear that William's statement may have unintended consequences. By reinforcing Diana's presence in the public conversation, it could make it harder for Camilla to maintain the level of acceptance she has worked to build. At the same time, critics of the monarchy are using this moment to question its future. Younger generations, who are already less invested in the royal family, may see this as another example of unresolved history weighing down the institution. As discussions rage on, one thing is clear. This is not just a fleeting controversy. William's words have reignited a conversation that has been simmering for years.
To the ingenuity and the problem solving and the ambition of the moonshot.
Will this strengthen his bond with the people, or will it deepen the divisions within the royal family? The world is watching closely. With emotions running high and tensions within the royal family exposed, what happens next? One thing is certain, Diana's legacy is stronger than ever, and William's commitment to preserving it has only solidified his public image. But at what cost? Will this deepen the divide within the royal family, or is it a step toward long overdue reconciliation? For Camilla, this moment underscores the ongoing challenge of stepping into a role that remains linked to Diana's memory. Despite years of effort to establish herself, moments like this prove that the past cannot be erased. What do you think? Should William have spoken out, or was this a moment best left untouched? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.